Hey guys, welcome to the video. I'm doing an interview with Assa, aka Isaiah. You can go ahead and say hi.
Hey everyone.
We're gonna answer as many questions as we can right here. And yeah. Alright, so first off,
So,
you can just go ahead and say who you are and just kind of what you do in the community.
all right. So my name is Isaiah. Many of you might know me as ASSA123 or Asssa123. Um, I was once a moderator of Nitro Type, and as of 3 months ago, I became a Nitro Type administrator. And yeah, basically, I am in charge with a lot of things on the community level of Nitro Type, such as the support work. Um, I'm in charge of planning the events like cars and titles, and I'm also in charge of bug testing version 3, which I'm super hyped for.
Awesome. So hashtag bring back hammer wheels. Anyway, so so how did you find out about my nitro type back in the old days?
It was in a journalism class. I, I'm trying to remember. Basically, in 8th grade, we had this journalism class, and we had to practice our typing for the first 15 minutes of class.
Oh,
And um, we used what was called Typing Web, which is now typing.com. And Typing Web, on the games page, it advertised Nitro Type, and that was the more fun way for everyone in our class to kind of type. So I created an account and raced with a ton of people from my class, just doing friend races at first. That was back in 2013.
nice. So, what inspired your name, Asssa123?
I did not come up with I did not come up with my username. Um, my username I used to not even have a username. I logged in with Google, so I had like the large strain of letters and numbers
Mm-hmm.
in my name.
Yeah.
Um, but Assa123 was a name that my friend Junior came up with, and basically Junior, long story short, had leukemia and ended up passing away about 5 months after he created the Asssa123 Nitro Type account.
Mm-hmm.
He was my best friend. I had access to all his passwords before he passed away, so I was kind of in charge of like maintaining some of his social media, such as
Yeah.
his Reddit account and his Nitro Type, obviously.
Yeah. Man, I'm so sorry about that, man. I'm sure that was a really rough time.
Yeah, it was, but you know,
Yeah.
I tried to keep his legacy alive. He was a
Mm-hmm.
really nice person, and if he were still here today, he would treat the community even better than I would. So
Yeah.
I try to follow in his footsteps, you know.
Yeah, that's great. That's great of you. So, when did you become a NetChat moderator? Because I know you were a moderator before you were an admin.
Mm.
So, when did you
Um,
become a moderator?
when did I become one?
Yes.
Um, September of 2018. Like I think the exact date was September 14th.
Okay. And what was it like being a moderator? Because there's so much more responsibility.
Being a moderator, I was not expecting it personally. I was not expecting to get the role, but
Mm-hmm.
it was at first very nerve wracking. The job position is really simple. Like what you have to do, you just simply go through news comments, you approve which ones can stay on the news,
Yeah.
you get to delete the ones that are are just spam, moderate the ones that can cause trouble, and news ban the people that do cause trouble. At first, it was really, really exciting and fun for me
Yeah.
until, you get a little bit more into the job and you realize that um, sometimes the news can be over flooded with a lot of craziness.
Yeah.
So, sometimes it would have taken hours at a time to clear it out, and having to explain to people like the rules, especially since we do not have a rules page at the moment.
Yeah.
um, it's a little bit risky, and trying to, with new people coming onto the news every day, it was just terrible
Yeah.
for at times, but nevertheless, fun job. Loved working with the community and having a bigger voice in it.
Yeah. So, a little bit of a different question. So, like, you're an admin now, obviously, and you were a moderator. And when someone suggests something like that they think should be added in the game or something like that, do you take it more seriously if like they're an older player, they're more higher level compared to someone that like just started the game or is like lower level, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that, when a suggestion is a suggestion,
Mm-hmm.
it can either be good or bad.
Yeah.
And I really don't pay attention to who it comes from.
Uh-huh.
I work in the support field, and when people suggest things, sometimes I like to point out that it's a good idea, and I won't even know like who they are. Like I'll
Yeah.
just see like I'll see their display name or whatever, and I won't ever say like I won't never know their level unless
Mm-hmm.
I, went to the administrator. But most of the times when they suggest something, I just read it, and if it's a really good idea, I like to send it over to Travis,
Yeah.
or ask him like if he sees it as being plausible. A
Uh-huh.
lot of the times, he's been taking suggestions for V3. That's
Uh-huh.
why some things are removed and other things have been added in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Especially with the new track, we get a lot of suggestions for that.
Yeah, I bet.
Um, and we're excited to add some of the implementations that people have been suggesting to us. And we have an upcoming season, which
Yes.
I was the one who was in charge of the car ideas, and one one person had suggested to me one of the cars that is now going to be in the game, and they're not that high of a level.
Uh-huh.
They're like level 50, but I took their input. I really loved it, and now their idea is going to be in the game in a few weeks.
Awesome. Is it a new car or a car that's being brought back?
It's going to be a new car. We're going to
Awesome.
have two new cars for the upcoming season.
Alright. Cannot wait for that. So, how did you kinda become an admin as like you were a moderator, and then how did that conversation kind of get started between you and Travis or whoever it was that be- ended up
Um,
obviously you being an admin?
yeah, so I was a moderator, and I really did not expect to get an offer, because when you become a part of the Nitro Type team, if you're not going to do full time work, which I can't do full time because I'm a college student,
Yeah.
but um, if you're going to do full time work, or if you're going to do non full time work, they expect you to live in Puerto Rico, and
Uh-huh.
I live about 13 hours away from Puerto Rico. Um,
Wow.
so yeah, I was not expecting the offer at all, but being a moderator and having like and being sort of like a huge figure, and I guess someone who would always pass on ideas and bug testing and help Travis to come up with like statistics and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Having played that part, there was a lot of like little events that led up to me becoming an admin. There's been some staff changes going on at teaching.com, and
Mm-hmm.
they needed someone to they needed somebody to handle the support work for only 1 month,
Mhm.
but that position, because I was doing like outstanding work,
Uh huh.
that position went from 1 month to being my permanent job.
Nice.
So once it became decided that it'd be my permanent job, I got the administration tag.
That's great. So, what exactly do you do? I know it's like customer support and stuff like that, but what exactly is like your title, I guess?
Right now, I am the Nitro Type customer support specialist, but I do a lot behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I've actually branched out. I do not just do Nitro Type anymore. I handle typing.com support as well. I'm a typing.com admin.
Awesome.
Um, so I handle their support. I handle Nitro Type. As I said earlier, I'm in charge of planning the future events and the future seasons
Uh huh.
for the rest of the year, um, as well as I'm going to be doing a lot of changes for the site this summer.
Oh, great.
We're going to have more seasons, so got to decide on those cards, and I'm going to um, what else? Oh yeah, my biggest job during the summer is going to be adding over like 1,000 to 2,000 new text to Nitro Type. The
Oh,
goal is
shoot.
to Yeah, the goal for me is to increase the amount of text that we have and multiply that by 4.
Oh, that's a lot.
So,
Goodness.
yeah. So that's going to be my main priority this summer.
Mm-hmm. So, how do you like your job? I mean, I'm sure it's a great job because yes, you have to do a lot of work, but it's also great people you're working with, you know?
Yeah, yeah. The crew that I work with, Travis, Tim, Julian, they're all phenomenal people.
Mm-hmm.
I love being able to sort of wake up every day and say that I love what I do for work.
Yeah.
Um, the job is not always like unicorns and rainbows. It's very it can be very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's been some times where there's been like exploitations that go around, and cleaning it up is
Yeah.
just a mess. And sometimes you gotta, when sometimes you're the administrator and you're the only one who can take action, and people don't like it when you take action. So it can get stressful when sometimes people hate what you do. Like if you ban them, they can
Mm-hmm.
start like they'll go on like another account and like say hate comments or whatever. But like
Uh-huh.
that's like the only bad part is like when there's going to be the people that disapprove, which there's over 30 million people that play Nitro Type.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to be able to please them all.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you definitely do a good job at pleasing as many people as you do because everyone I've talked to is just loved what you're doing and just how you handle the community and stuff like that. So I definitely appreciate
Awesome.
your
Glad
work
to
in
hear.
the community. So,
Awesome. Glad to hear that.
yeah, of course. So I believe this question was I think Penguin Typer wanted me to ask this, but as an admin, how do you feel about the increase in content creators and streamers for Nitro Type?
Oh, I love it.
Mhm.
It's really awesome because back then there was only like one popular Nitro Type YouTube video, and that's when Sean Rona got like 199 words per minute
Uh-huh.
on Nitro Type, and that's like one of the only videos outside of the ones that are like how to hack Nitro Type
Mhm.
using an
Yeah.
inspect element.
Yeah.
Other than that was like the only um, that was like the only popular video. So
Mhm.
now seeing YouTubers like Penguin Typer and you
Yeah.
and Pandora and others
Uh-huh.
coming up and getting up to close to like 100 subscribers or hundreds of views,
Uh-huh.
it's really awesome to see the rise in popularity in that. I never imagined that a Nitro Type YouTuber would have ever reached 1,000 subscribers, and it's been
Yeah.
done. And I'm like, I'm very proud of the community
Oh
for
yeah.
doing that, for branching out aside from the news and the Discord.
Yeah. Yeah. Little shout out to Penguin Typer. He's almost at 1,500 subscribers
I
now. So
know he
yeah.
grew a lot in like the last month. It's insane.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll be watching this Penguin Typer. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. We're all supporting you. So
Yep.
yeah. So, what was your favorite part about your Nitro Type career before you became a moderator, before you became an admin? Just kind of like that, just playing the game for fun aspect of it, you know? What was your favorite part of that?
Um, I'd say the Olympics.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite part of my Nitro Type career.
Mm-hmm.
It was super fun hosting. It was really awesome to know that we got sponsored by Nitro Type
Oh,
as
yeah.
being an unofficial event,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. That was just like such a magical time, I guess, and
Yeah.
shout out to me like or Melikapi, me like Pi, or
Yeah.
and Ethan. They did a great job running it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and
All of you did. Yeah.
but yeah, that was a great time. Even though I wasn't active, just being able to run that part was phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a very fun time in the history of Nitro Type. Wish everyone that plays now could have experienced that because just think about how many races there were then during that and how many more people do now. It's just crazy to think how many races would have
Yeah,
been done if it was now. Because
yeah.
there are
That
some.
reminds me,
Sorry, go ahead.
I should definitely I should probably let or do another one now that I have more of a stance to ask for one. I should definitely consider asking if we could do like another one, not with anything fancy or whatever, but the
Mm-hmm.
original style, having the custom titles
Yeah,
and the cash, and that's about it.
yeah. That'd definitely be a lot of fun. I definitely push for one of that to the Nitro Type Olympics to be a thing again. That'd be great.
Yeah, excited
So,
for that.
yeah, that was a really fun time. That way back when. Man, it feels like it's forever ago, too.
Yeah, it was the last time we ever had one was 3 years ago, and
Yeah.
it it really feels like a forever ago.
So, which season out of, I believe this is the 19th, 20th season, something like that. Anyway, one of those couple numbers. Which one's your favorite and why?
Uh, um, I'm not sure which. We're on season 20 right now, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, then season 19. The
Uh
uh, the age of the age of clocks.
huh. Rest in peace, Fox.
Yeah,
Other.
as stressful as it was being able to run a top two team and add that to like my
Mm hmm.
bucket list
Mm hmm.
was
Yeah.
definitely an accomplishment. I
I.
I haven't actively participated in any season. I've been inactive for over like 2 years.
Yeah.
Um, so being able to have run a team and be as active as I could have been, and see my team rise to the leaderboards, and it was that was just an
Oh,
amazing
yeah.
time.
Mm hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
also hyped for season 22 because it's going to be our first different season,
Okay.
and I can say that I came up with all the ideas for it. So
Awesome. So, how long is season 21 gonna be? I think it starts the 15th, I believe someone told me. May 15th?
we're aiming for May 15th to start it.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, I'm unsure, but it's definitely, since it's going to be based off achievements and total races and not like a competition as much.
Mm-hmm.
It will it'll probably last anywhere between 1 to 2 months, just
Okay.
enough time so that everyone in the larger portion of the community
Mm-hmm.
is we make it accessible to them while
Yeah.
also making it a challenge for our our 1%
Yeah.
that are super active.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned how active Pox was and how it was honestly just a really, really good team. And what was it like managing such an active team, such a high supported team? Because Pox was definitely one of the most supported teams that I've seen. Because obviously you were a captain, so and everyone loves you. So.
Um, I'm not sure. Like it was, it was really. It had its moments being
Mm-hmm.
to be a captain, especially because midway through the season I was promoted to an admin out of nowhere,
Oh, what, that
and
was mid of the
I
season. Dang.
yeah, like the last 3 to 4 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
I was an admin for Plex, and that was just like that was a nightmare being able to have my job and run a huge team
Yeah.
all at the same time. You know, there came a point where I had to rely on my officers and my teammates to help me out with a bunch of the workload. And without them, Plex would have definitely came crashing down very fast. So
Yeah.
people like Tracy, Queen Faith,
Mm-hmm.
Azerol, Pandora, they made what Plex ended up being, and I'm very
Yeah.
grateful for that, and I'm grateful for all their support.
Yeah.
We started off strong, and I'm really happy that we ended off strong as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So, if there could be one thing in the game that personally, like, you would want to change or add or something like that, what would it be?
Hmm, that's a really tough one.
Yeah.
It's already coming true. For the longest time, I've been really excited. Actually, having skins would be
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really want that feature, and I really want trails to come out.
Yeah, whatever
They're
happened
under
to
development.
trails? Because I remember, like.
Trails are Yeah, trails are were meant to be a thing. It's just a very costly investment if we do
Mm-hmm.
not plan it right.
Yeah.
Um, we are working. Obviously, we've been really busy working on
Mm-hmm.
V3,
Yeah.
but you never know. Once once we're done building V3, there's going to be major changes to the track. It's going to be a whole redesign, and we're going to be adding new server features and new features in general, such as the friend race is going to be able to hold um, over 15 members
Oh, wow.
versus the original 5.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, that's one of the features I wanted was bigger friend races, bigger opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe as part of the add-on, we might throw a little Easter egg in there. So you never know, a new
Yeah.
feature.
Awesome.
But
So, what is your favorite thing about the game?
the community for
Yeah.
sure. Like
Mm-hmm.
had it just been Nitro Type itself, I would have definitely grown out of it. But I could have never grown out of the com- out of the community aspect.
Mm-hmm.
The friends I made along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just amazing. Tons of great people, tons of
Mm-hmm.
fantastic support, and I that's what definitely attracted me to the game for over 5 years.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but
the community is such a good community that surrounds Nitro Type.
yeah, people like to say that it isn't because we have our toxic moments, but
Yeah.
when we are like 100%, um, 100% at full strength, like we are it's an amazing community, very very
Mm-hmm.
strong, very an amazing foundation, and I couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. So, I don't know exactly how you can answer this next question, being an admin, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
All right.
What is your least favorite thing about the game?
Least favorite thing. Um, I can't. I don't have much to complain.
Mm-hmm.
We're like really releasing a lot of features.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, and that's all I could want is to know that we have a development team and administration actively communicating with the members of the community.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, if I were to say like one thing I don't like, it's kind of like, and you'll see why.
Okay.
This 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 upcoming season, I've already seen what the cars look like. They're already designed,
Mm-hmm.
and the there's just like a very inconsistent proportion to the designs of the cars, like, um, and you'll see why. Like
Mm-hmm.
in a couple of weeks, whenever one of the new cars gets launched onto the API, you're going to look at that car and then compare it to like a different car in the game, and you're going to be like, wow, that's like a huge change in design. Like one is definitely less designed than the other. Like it's a good thing. It shows that our designers and our design team has been improving, but sometimes it just gives me
Mm-hmm.
like huge OCD.
Yeah. So, when it, I, when exactly are the cars coming? Like in the next season? Are they in like the middle of the next season? Are they like at the beginning of the season?
They're going to be released right away at the beginning of the season,
Awesome.
so that everybody knows the reward and they can aim for it
Yeah.
right away. We're not
So,
going to surprise anybody.
yeah. So, I know like in past seasons when there were rewards, you could like view the future rewards for like the next season in between seasons. You know what I'm saying? So like in between season 8 and 9, like this season wasn't going on, but you could preview the season rewards for the next season, you know? So, like, will you be
Yeah,
able
the
to
off
do that?
season.
Yeah, will you be able to do that or now during the
Um,
end of this season?
I I might I might do something. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
get the permission of Travis
Mm-hmm.
just to like really hype up the next event for the news community.
Yeah.
And obviously, people from the news are going to spread to the Discord, and it's going to spread like wildfire. But
Yeah.
um, I don't think I know that the new season achievements they are going to be actual achievements on the achievement page, like as
Okay.
if you were doing as if you were doing an event.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm not sure if they're going to appear on the leaderboard or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a question for
Yeah,
Travis.
yeah, yeah.
But if it doesn't, I'm just gonna hype it up on the news a bit if I get permission to.
Awesome. That's great. Definitely can't wait for those cars and the rewards, and it's gonna be definitely be really good season for sure. S-
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, if you could write a news post about anything that you would could think of, what would you write it on, and why?
A news post for anything that I can think of.
If you wanted to
Um,
share your daily life, or you wanted to share your thoughts on chimpanzees or something like that, what would it be on?
um, honestly, and I don't mean to be like super, super like I don't want to brag about it, but I'd
Mm-hmm.
love to like write a post about like adminship in like a funny way though,
Yeah.
like I don't know how to explain how I do
Mm-hmm.
it, but I'd probably be like, you get support tickets, yeah, like in a very jokingly, like, capitalizing and lowercasing letters,
Yeah.
like that very sarcastic, and like
Yeah.
doing exclamation mark one, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, like
Yeah.
in a
Mhm.
very uh, rhetorical manner. I
Mhm.
would definitely love to make a news post like that's kind of trolly in a way, just
Mhm.
because that's kind of my personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it would most likely be about my adminship, but
Mhm.
it could also just be about like anything random, like
Mhm.
about Hawaii or about Mario games. I don't know.
Yeah. So, a little bit of a different question, but what is your favorite type of donut?
Favorite type of donut.
Mhm.
I really love the original glazed Krispy Kreme.
Oh my
I'm
goodness,
like
same.
I'm in love with it.
Mhm.
Um, they don't have any Krispy Kremes nearby where I lived in Illinois. They
Ah.
have like they have like two or three out here in Hawaii. So
Mhm.
now that I've gone to like my first Krispy Kreme, and had like a fresh one instead of the boxed ones, it
Yeah.
was life changing. It
Oh
was
my
life
goodness,
changing.
it's heavenly.
Yeah,
uh,
basically, it does not get better than that.
oh
Now
my
I am
goodness.
hungry for one.
I shouldn't have asked that. I'm hungry for one too. And final question: what is the
Mhm.
best advice you can give to new players that are trying to improve their typing speed?
Ooh, good question. Let's see. So I get this question a lot on typing.com.
Mhm.
Teachers love to ask that question, but if you want to be a good typer, they recommend, or typist, they recommend that you do 15 to 30 minutes daily.
Uh huh.
Um, you know, when you start, I would definitely use a program like typing.com, not to advertise it or in any way, but like,
Yeah.
obviously something that'll be able to teach you the proper form, because if you're gonna if you're gonna
Mhm.
be like me, who started learning how to type in an improper way with while using only six fingers instead of all 10,
Mhm.
you're gonna hit a cap one day. You're gonna, like, I have not been able to pass 128 words per minute in 4 years, and
Yeah. God.
you'll eventually have a peak that you can't
Mhm.
surpass, that tons of other people can surpass you in. So definitely, like, use start out developing a proper form, and once you get that form down, then it all just comes down to how much time you're willing to put in for typing and how much practice you're willing to get, such as, like, are you going to put in um, you can use Nitro Type. You can
Mhm.
use the typing web games. You can just keep doing lessons, typing tests, whatever you want. Like, as long as you're getting the practice, and that's how you develop the speed. So once you start with the form and
Mhm.
getting that down and spending some time with perfecting it, then it comes down to the time and practice, and you only get faster from there.
Mhm. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for being willing to do this interview with me. I had a lot of fun just getting to know you and just what you do with Nitro Type and it's the community and everything that you do. And yeah, so just thank you so
Yeah.
much for being willing to do this interview.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me. It's great to have finally done one of these. I've been looking forward for someone to reach out to me and
Yeah.
ask me to do this. So thank you for being the one.
Yeah,
And
of course.
yeah, I'm really happy that I got to do this. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. And yeah, so just thank you guys for watching and staying this long. It's probably well over 20 minutes by now, but it's all good. So just like and subscribe, and I hope everyone has a wonderful, well, it's night for me, but it might be day for you. So I hope everyone just has a wonderful day.